Hey, what's up, everybody? Mr. Lorelli here in the woods of North Carolina. Now, do you guys hear a noise behind me right now? Did you hear anything? What is that? Anybody want to take a guess? I'll let you listen for another second before you guess. See if you can guess right now. What does that sound like? Chickens! Check them out, guys. Those are my family's chickens. Believe it or not, and I guess I hadn't told you all this. I tell some of the older kids a little bit about this, but my family does have chickens here in North Carolina. They make really yummy and good eggs. And so I'm going to teach you all a little bit about that today. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so this is the chicken coop. Now, some of y'all might notice right on top of the chicken coop right here, there's a little bit of like wire. I'm going to get y'all a little bit closer to it so y'all can see it. Okay, but it's like a net, and the net covers the entire top of the chicken coop. Now, the first question I want you all to think about while we look at the chicken coop here, and you might want to pause it and maybe discuss it with anybody that you might be watching it with, just a little turn and talk, but why is there a net on top of the chicken coop like that, and why does it cover the entire chicken coop? The other question is, some of y'all might see the actual, that's the part that we call the coop over there, where they actually live in that little house, and that's where they sleep every night. They're here in the, within the fenced area throughout the day, and that's where they eat, and you can see some of the stuff they eat. Why do y'all think all those leaves are there? Do you think they eat them? Do you think they're there for decoration? Now that, as you guys could probably tell, is the feed. That's all the corn and all the stuff that they eat during the day. So as we look around the coop, guys, my question is, if they already live here in the fenced area, right? They already live here, okay? Why do we need that thing over there? Well, for them to kind of sleep in and stuff like that. There's a specific reason for that, and maybe you want to do a little research on chickens on your own before this video finishes, because we are going to be answering a lot of these questions as we go along. So the other question I got for y'all is, you guys see rocks all around the coop. If you look over there, I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. You see that little pile of rocks? There's a little pile of rocks right there, right next to the coop. Okay, wood all around. Okay, and I'm going to give you a little clue. It makes it harder for certain animals to dig underneath the fence and get in. Now, what kind of animals do you guys think would want to get in the chicken coop? What kind of animals do you think and why would they be wanting to get in there? Why do you think they want to get in the chicken coop? All right, guys. So the other thing we're going to do now, now that we have, we have some of those questions answered. Like I said, if you want to pause the video for a second and kind of turn and talk about some of these questions with anybody that's at the house with you that's watching this video, feel free. As you can see over here, guys, let me just show you one other little piece. What we've got over here is a little sunroof. So if they don't want to go all the way into their house, they can kind of just hang out here under the sun. Now, do you notice that they keep following me around anywhere I go? See this guy right here? Let's give him a name. Y'all want to pick a name for him? I'm going to name him Squishy, and he will be my Squishy. But what do y'all want to name him? Maybe y'all want to name him something else. And what about this guy right here? You want to give him a name? So we got this guy that's got the brown feathers. Go ahead and give him a name. Again, maybe pause it for a second. And just let's do these four. All right, because they all kind of look different, so that's going to be nice and easy. Let's get this guy. So hit pause right now and give them all a name. Go. Hit pause. Oh, there we go. Yep. So we got this one that's kind of gray and brownish. We've got this one that's a light brown, this one that's a darker brown, this one that's a white color, and then this one that's kind of a mix of like orange and very dark brown over here. Give these guys names. All right, let's give them some names. And why do you pick the names you pick for them? Maybe you name them after somebody you know. Maybe you name them after like a name that you just kind of like. Pick some names for them, guys. Let's name these chickens. Because I don't think as of right now they have names. I think my sister named them, but everybody forgot whatever she named them. So, All right, so what we're going to do now, guys, there's actually you might be wondering, how do you get in here besides this fence? So we got this little door right here, and that's one way to get in. But a key thing, guys, about having chickens, the reason that you have chickens, the reason that we have them, is because of the eggs. They make really, really amazing eggs. And that's because, guys, chickens are supposed to eat things like grass. And so a lot of the chickens that you get in the store, they just kind of sit around in a really small space and eat corn and stuff like that, which is fine. But real chickens, if they're going to have really good healthy eggs, they need to eat a lot of grass. And so, when my dad mows the lawn, he kind of puts the grass out here to, the chickens can eat that along with whatever else they're eating. But either way, guys, what I want to talk about now is how we get the eggs. So the eggs are all laid in that coop over there. You see that? If you see that little house, and we can see a little sign my mom got. It says, "Beware of attack chicken." It's not really a real thing unless you have a rooster. Now, we used to have a rooster, guys. And let me tell you about roosters. Those things are mean. Roosters are not nice. They chase you. They try to peck at you. And they're really, really mean. Oh, God, what's this over here? Okay. Anybody know what that might be? Anybody know what that might be? Want to take a little guess? That's a little trap, guys, for raccoons. Because sometimes raccoons try to come in here. And also foxes and animals like that. And they want to try to hurt the chickens. Sometimes they want to even eat them. So that's a way to kind of keep them from getting to the chickens because they might get caught in the trap. And then what my dad will do is he'll pick up the trap and drive it to the other side of town and let the fox or the raccoon out. And then, you know, that way they won't come back and bother the chickens again because they'll be on the other side of town. So let me just go around now. We're going to go around. This is going to be the last part of the chicken coop that y'all see. Okay. And we got some brooms and stuff like that in there because I'm going to tell you all, chicken coops get pretty dirty. All right. They're not the cleanest places. Okay. So I'm going to give you all a warning for that before we walk in because it's not going to be the best looking thing in the world. Okay, so you can see the little feathers and all the, oh, and look what we got here. You see that? We got some eggs laid, and they're all coming in because they wanna see if I'm going to give them some food, but I'm not. You see, they got that little feed right there. But we got some eggs laid, right there. There's an egg, and there's some eggs. Okay. Anytime you guys eat eggs, they're a lot of the time they're coming out of coops. The coops might not look like this. Usually the chickens don't have as much space with the eggs that you buy, but all the eggs that you buy, guys, come out of a coop that's kind of like this. And again, you know, we could probably just look through the window and see it, but you know, we got egg laid right there, and then two more right there. Now, as y'all could probably guess, and I hope you would, after you leave a chicken coop and after you pick up the eggs, it's really important, guys, to wash your hands. I don't know if y'all noticed lots of poop in these things, okay? Because you know, that's where the pigeons go to. I mean, the chickens go to the bathroom and stuff. So lots of poop in there. So you always have to really wash your hands after you pick up the eggs. But they are really good eggs. You just have to make sure they're nice and clean. But keep in mind that the eggs that you eat come from the same place, which is why it's always important that you wash your hands, you wash your food, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, just keep clean. And it's a good thing to kind of learn about and kind of know about now anyway, guys. So anyway, that's the chicken coop. I hope y'all had fun. Like I said, if y'all want to name the chickens and let me know what you named them, feel free. I'd love to hear what y'all came up with. And if you get some time, answer those questions. The questions are going to be listed before you read. I also asked them throughout the video. So, you know, before the lesson, take a look at those questions and see which ones you can answer kind of throughout the video. Look at this guy over here, just running around in circles, acting like a fool. Look at that. All right, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this. And if you have any other questions about the chickens, feel free to let me know. Some of them, my dad's kind of the expert on chickens in the house, so he'll probably be able to answer all of them for you. But, yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. I'd love to talk to you all about it more. Hope you all are good. All right. Miss y'all. Bye, guys. All right, y'all. These are my daughters, Anaya and Samaya. Say, hey, babies. Hi. And they're going to go show you guys how we go get the eggs from the chicken coop. All right, come on, babies. Let's go.
Come on, guys. You're going to come. You got to see it. Take mine.
All right, here we go. You remove the little hook there so that the coop can open up. And the chickens are going to probably come in because they want to know what's going on. But I'm going to say, get away from my babies.
Get away.
Get away. And we see two eggs right there, the ones that y'all saw before. You see them? All right, go get those two eggs. Oh, and that guy just laid one. Look at that. He just laid an egg. See, he just moved out. Or she, I'm sorry.
Daddy, look, a feather.
And she just laid an egg. So let's so they're going to grab the eggs.
There's a lot of eggs today.
Yeah, there's a lot of eggs.
Daddy, I see a feather. Yeah.
Go ahead, baby, get that egg. It's okay. Get that.
Daddy, I see a feather.
Yeah, get the egg, baby.
I don't see any.
There's one.
There's one. There's a lot. This one is dirty.
I put it in the thing.
This one's dirty. That one's dirty. Yeah. Oh, this
Now,
one's cracked.
One thing we're going to do after we do this, guys. Now, be careful.
I have to wash our hands.
We got to wash our hands.
On there.
Yep. Be careful when you put that in, baby. Right, go ahead. Put it in.
Oh.
Careful, Samaya. There we go, Bubba. All right, good. Then we shut that. We walk out. There we go. And then we're going to go do what? What are we going to do?
Wash your hands.
Wash our hands. And that's how you do it, guys. That's how you get the eggs out of a chicken coop. Here, I got it, guys. I got it. Watch out. I'm going to do this first. And we hook the latch back on right there. And then we're good.
And then we're going to wash your hands.
And we have all these beautiful eggs now. But again, we have to make sure, watch out, babe. We have to make sure that we wash them first and clean them before we do anything else, okay?
Come on. It's nothing all dirty. We can wash it.
All right, guys, this is the last part of the video. We're walking down to the chicken coop here, and you know, my daughter is about to go feed the chickens. Okay, now what we got is little pieces of bagel, like that. They eat all types of stuff. You know, they eat bugs, they eat grass, they eat corn. They have these things in their feed that have like wheat and stuff like that in them. But they also really like bread and stuff like that. So we're about to feed them some little pieces of bagel. You can kind of see them already kind of getting into it here.
I think they're gonna talk.
You break it up into small pieces, baby. What happens when you throw a big piece in there like that? See, maybe they don't want to eat that piece because then they have to break it apart.
You could. Can I get one?
Yeah, just break it up. Here, break it up, baby.
Ow! Can I get another bagel?
That's all we got, baby. But here, your sister's got some extra. Here. Okay? Break it up into small pieces. And you want to break it up into small pieces because if you can see that big piece over there, looks like they didn't really want to eat it. Maybe it's too big and it's hard for them to break it up all by themselves. So, you know, usually want to break their food up into small pieces. Yep, they don't have hands, baby. That's right.
I almost got on his back. Maybe he got on his back. Oh, maybe he got his something. He ate it over here. I put it right there. And they pay. Okay. Hey, what are you doing? More? Oh, that's good.
All right, guys, so that's the end of the lesson. That's the chickens eaten. I think we showed you pretty much everything. We showed you getting the eggs. We took you through the coop and the different parts of the coop. And this is the chickens eaten. As you can see, they got that big pile of grass over there. And probably if you watch the video, you probably noticed some nibbling on that as well. All right, and actually you can see a little bit better now because it's not covered this time, is that's their feed. They eat those little pellets and stuff like that over there, which have, again, like little pieces of corn and wheat and just ground up stuff that they kind of make into those little pellets for the chickens to eat. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Bye.